thought we were going to have some walk-up music. Hey, welcome to the 10th Annual WILLCO Awards. I'm Darren Joines, Williamson County Schools Athletic Director. We're pleased to have you with us. Tate Matthews, year number 10. It's hard to believe.
Hard to believe, 10 years. Things started at the Franklin Theater on Main Street 10 years ago. I believe he was Mr. Qualls back then, but anybody who knows him, Dr. Qualls never thinks like this. He always thinks like this. And he said, we're going to have a WILLCOs award show. It's going to be like the ESPYs, and it's going to be like nothing else. And man, was he right the first year it was on. I can remember seeing everybody walk up on Main Street, and it was up on the Franklin Theater, but seating was limited. So we had to come to a solution, the factory, and here we are. Look at it now, 10 years later, bigger and better than ever. There's nothing quite like it anywhere.
Tate, I would say, even though I don't want to bring up bad memories, it's kind of 9.5 years.
Correct.
Maybe 9 2/3. If you remember, we had the shortened year because of COVID, but we still had the WILLCO Awards. I think I got lucky as my first year as district athletic director. If we could handle COVID and the WILLCOs, we could pull it off. But it was sort of a test run with us doing it together. We did it in the basement of the district office, WCTV, so that one wasn't quite like this one. But Tate, talk about this. So you talked about Dr. Qualls, who I know is here tonight. He's going to be up here later. He was the mastermind of this. So interesting how it came about. When he became the district athletic director in Williamson County, he met with the coaches, he met with the ADs, and he said, what pains you? What are we doing well, but what can we do better? And out of that conversation came this special event. So we appreciate Dr. Qualls for making it happen. As you said, the first year, it was in the beautiful Franklin Theater, and we're going to do a little bit of run down memory lane during the show tonight. We'll have some shout outs to some of our past winners. But year one, sort of crowded. Franklin Theater, there was a couple people. I don't know if Coach Webb's in the house, but I think he might have mini protested the awards that night. Is that true? And maybe you could even answer this in Coach Donnie Webb voice.
If Coach Winkler can't go, I'm not going either.
And he said that to Dr. Qualls, right?
Yes.
So it was tight. Dr. Qualls only let a couple of people come in from the families, maybe even one, maybe none in some cases. So year two, he said, we got to do this different. We're going to have it partially here and partially at the Franklin Theater. And then in year three, it was full blown right here. I know you guys are proud of this particular event, proud of it being here. But since year three, Tate, we've hit the floor running, so to speak, and it's been right here in the Franklin Theater. And there may be some, or not Franklin Theater, the factory. And just in case we've got any folks from the factory in here, let's give them a hand for having us in here in this nice facility. Tate, I do want to give a shout out to Brock Daly and Walker Chevrolet. I'm not sure if Mr. Daly could make it tonight, but without him, we couldn't do this. I want to give a shout out to John and Mark Street from Street Tuxedo, providing the guys out here with the tuxes. Tate, yep, give them a hand. Great job by them. And Dr. Qualls would tell you this. There were a few people that jumped on board immediately. Those were two. The factory, when they had an opportunity to be involved in it, they did it. And actually three. Talking about Walker Chevrolet, they jumped in pretty darn quick too. And then Street Tuxedo, Tate.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. Was at an event in downtown and bumped into John Street. Mr. Mark Street is Mr. Street. John is now kind of becoming Mr. Street. Right. And he said, hey, I want to get involved with Williamson County, and I need to meet this Jeremy Qualls guy. And I'm like, yes, you do. And I think I've got an event that he's going to tell you about that might fit you to a T. And they met, and since the beginning, they'd have to tell you, there's no telling how many tuxes they've provided at no charge for our young men, and then help with the coaches and the parents, and there's nothing like it. I mean, everybody in here is in a black tie or some red ties or gold ties, but they've been a big part of it, and they've never flinched, and an unbelievable partner. It wouldn't be the same without them.
Hey, I also want to thank Creed Henderson and everyone at WCTV, Brian, Heather, Will, and the crew. They're providing the live feed. There's some of you out there watching tonight. We appreciate you doing that. We've got some of our athletes that are actually off to college. Hopefully they're watching us tonight. We'll give them some shout outs if they win some awards. And then also Mark Parrish and the guys, Matt Brady and the crew at Brady Made Events, they're making all this happen. Wonderful the way it looks. We really appreciate them. What you guys didn't see is the work they were doing today, the work they were doing yesterday to make this thing happen. And of course, Tammy Price and the staff here at the factory at Franklin. Tate, this doesn't happen without the help of sponsors.
No, it doesn't. You mentioned Walker Chevrolet, Mr. Daly. He told Mr. Qualls, at the time, Mr. Qualls, Dr. Qualls, what he was going to do and gave him the price tag. And he said, well, okay, I think we'll do this and we'll see how it goes. And he's been doing it ever since. But all the sponsors, none of the, and to my knowledge, I don't know if ever, but those first few years, it was all paid for, all with sponsorship dollars. Dr. Qualls would be a better one to speak on that, but I'm pretty confident in it. It was all taken care of with sponsorship dollars. So think about that. No cost to the school system. And I don't think we've ever lost one either. Everybody who's been here, whenever they joined up, they've been here the whole time. So can't do it without them. You mentioned Tammy Price in the factory when we had the spillover. I think if you were a parent of the athlete or the head coach of that athlete, the principals, the board members, superintendents and the likes, I think those were really the only ones that could get in. Everybody else was over here on the spillover. And then the next year came over, and that's when Dr. Qualls, always never to be outdone, we're going to have a red carpet special too, and a red carpet show. And so that's when that started as well. So the factory's been the perfect place to have this, and I'm sure it will be here for many years to come.
John Mayer and his family, Mayer Builders, they've been there too. They'll be up here later. We certainly appreciate them as well. They jumped on board year one. I also want to thank you, Mr. Matthews, Adidas and Matthews Team Sports. Tate doesn't have to do this. This isn't part of his Adidas contract that he's doing this with us, but we certainly appreciate him. His show he does on Saturday, I say it all the time, it's the most influential high school sports show in Tennessee, and I believe that.
Well, you all are easy to talk about, so thank you.
Tate, let's get into the awards here.
I can't wait.
Hey, remind them about those swag bags. By the way, get the T-shirt in there. The Titans provided some different items in that bag. The challenge coin, which I know you're going to mention here in just a second, Tate, but talk about that, and let's get going with these awards.
Well, all the finalists have a swag bag. It's very well taken care of. Again, just like the ESPYs, Dr. Qualls wanted to make sure that the finalists and the coaches, the athletes, and the teams that were here, that they were all very well taken care of. One thing that's been a very big deal, and I think it's a badge of honor for all of these finalists through the years, but all of the finalists will receive a WCS Sports Conference Challenge coin presented by Walker Chevrolet for being honored as a top student athlete or coach in the WCS Sports Conference, with each category winner receiving the coveted glass trophy. Another longtime sponsor, thank you to Copy Solutions for providing both of those.
Tate, and this is one of my favorite parts, and I hope you don't mind if I boast on your behalf tonight. Hope you don't mind that at all. Let's talk about the team and individual successes this past year. Some of this reads like fiction, but it's the truth. It's WCS. It's what we do. The WCS Sports Conference had 6 team state championships. We had 8 runners-up and 22 individual state championships with 22 runners-up there. Many will be recognized tonight. Just to give you a comparison, Tate, last year we had 5 team state titles, 6 runners-up, so we had more there. We had 15 and 22 individual champions runner-up. And I know this is a sore spot for some of you, but when we came together, we played in the same district. I'm going to tell you, iron sharpens iron, baby. More titles. If you can make it out of our district, get to the region, get onto the state tournament, I'm going to tell you right now, you've got a shot at winning, and I definitely believe that.
Well, the proof's in the pudding, and it was definitely that way this year. The SEC of high school athletics in the state of Tennessee. Iron sharpens iron. What's your other one? It just means WCS. It just means more.
We did steal that from the SEC, but it's not cool to sue a school system, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Well, let's talk about those 6 state championships this year. Brentwood had 5 of them: girls cross country, boys golf, boys and girls tennis, and boys track and
Brentwood
field.
High School, come on, you guys are doing it. That's
so we had 5 total last year. Brentwood had 5 this year.
It's unbelievable.
And then Independence came in with the big one, the 4A boys basketball state championship, the first state championship in basketball for WCS since 1989. Franklin owns that trophy in their trophy case. If you know anything about that team, very special team. So big company right there. So Independence with the boys. On the runner-up side this year, we had 8. Brentwood with 1, girls track and field. Page had girls golf and football, so 2. Nolensville baseball and volleyball. Ravenwood girls and boys soccer. And Summit with boys wrestling a runner-up. So we had Brentwood, Page, Nolensville, Ravenwood, all with 2 state championships or runner-ups. I don't think there's any other school system that.
Unbelievable.
6 schools had a team championship or a runner-up. 6 of the 9 schools had an individual and or team champion.
I'm telling you, it's unreal. Go in these other schools, you're not going to see that for years at a time. Something else I wanted to mention, we're very excited about this, and we're putting the rest of the state on notice. It's not you. I'm going to do it on your behalf. Flag football is going to be a sanctioned sport next year. I got a feeling in a couple years we're going to have some state titles there. And anybody involved with lacrosse, let me tell you, we're coming in lacrosse too. We've been winning it as club sports. We're going to win them as TSSAA state championships starting next year, Tate Matthews.
Yeah, heavy favorites in lacrosse, both boys and girls. So you're right, on notice.
Tate, it's time to do it. Let's recognize our athletes, coaches, and teams. The video packages that you're going to see on the screen were produced by Christian Taylor, who is also here taking pictures tonight. Give Christian a hand. Unbelievable what he does for us. As the winner of each category is revealed, please come to the stage, and then Mr. Taylor will direct you on getting your picture taken. He does that to me too when we've got a photo shoot, not for me, but for the athletes. Whatever he says, do it. Tate, let's go.
We will start with the fall sports. The fall saw state championships from Brentwood in boys golf and in girls cross country. For those keeping count, the Lady Bruins won for the 4th consecutive year. Claire Stegall of Nolensville and Miles Raymer of Ravenwood won cross-country individual state championships. Janie Halterman of Independence placed 2nd behind Claire on the ladies' side. Page football was the 5A state runner-up for the 3rd year in a row, and Page girls golf finished as state runners-up, along with Ravenwood girls soccer and Nolensville volleyball.
Let me stop you just a second, Tate, because I want to remind you that as they're coming up, we're going to give you a little 10-year fact. Again, this is 10 years of this event, so as we announce our winners, as they're coming up, we'll have some music, and we're also going to read some facts about that particular category. Do it, Tate.
The finalists in girls cross-country category are
Lauren Banovac, Brentwood High School. Gabrielle Boutros, Page High School. Janie Halterman, Independence High School. Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School.
That's my favorite part of the night, by the way, that.
It's great.
And the WILLCO goes to Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School. Claire cannot be with us tonight, but we know she's watching on live stream. Congratulations, Claire. This seems like an annual event for you, so congratulations. A little 10-year fact. Coach joins the first 10-year fact. Claire is the first 2-time winner in cross country. The sister act from Independence, Callie and Addie Coggins, won the first 2 WILLCOs.
Independence, you guys remember the Coggins? They were pretty good. Not bad at all. Claire's making some folks forget them, but we remember the Coggins did a great job.
Great runners.
All right, here we go. Next up, finalist in boys cross country.
Callahan Fielder, Brentwood High School. Asher Oates, Independence High School. Miles Raymer, Ravenwood High School. Keller Vaughn, Brentwood High School.
And the WILLCO goes to the state champion, Miles Raymer, Ravenwood High School. Miles is the 4th athlete to win the cross-country category twice. He joins Brentwood's Brody Hasty and Kevin Vanderkook. and Centennial's Davis Bove. They all won this event twice. Miles had a year off. He won as a sophomore, then as a senior. So congratulations to Miles. Good job. I was a little worried. Miles skipped out us on the red carpet. I don't know if he didn't just want to talk to us or he was running to the event. I don't know what he was doing, but glad he's here. Good job, Miles.
This is a scary category. The finalists in defensive football category are
Brendan Ains, Page High School. Wendell Billingsley, Fairview High School. DJ Curl, Centennial High School. Max Orifici, Brentwood High School.
And the Wilco goes to Brendan Ains, Page High School. 10-year fact, the football offensive and defensive awards were added in year 3. David Dempke of Independence won the first defensive award. Ravenwood has won the award 3 times with Anthony McCarthy, Brian Rice, and Junior Colson.
Good job, Brandon. Over here, Brandon. So you guys, when you come up, you'll exit stage here. Hey, is that Brendan's mom back there? Yeah, did she stand up? I saw her, or somebody back there. Somebody in the family got up and got excited. Maybe Brendan's girlfriend.
I'm backstage with Miles Raymer. So Miles, how does it feel to receive this award as you head off to run at the University of Tennessee?
It feels really good. This is a great event, and I can't wait for Tennessee.
Back to y'all.
Like so many of these categories, these are tough. Finalist in the offensive football category.
Ethan Cunningham, Page High School. Ben Hubbard, Ravenwood High School. Clayton Merrill, Brentwood High School. Dominic Reed, Centennial High School.
He's also a finalist tonight in our best dress category. Mr. Dominic Reed, Centennial High School. This is the first win for Centennial High School in this category. Brandon Hines of Independence was the first winner. Again, that started in year 3 of the WILLCOs.
I'm here with Brendan Ains, the Defensive Football Player of the Year. Brendan, I know you just committed to Wisconsin, so what made you choose that school?
Just the culture. I love the coaches there. The people on staff are amazing. And I know Coach Fickle's going to turn it back into a winning program.
Back to y'all on main stage.
The finalists in Football Player of the Year category are
Wendell Billingsley, Fairview High School. Baylor Hayes, Brentwood High School. Eric Hazard, Page High School. Dominic Reed, Centennial High School.
His jacket says Dom, but his mama calls him Dominic. Come on back up, Dominic. Hey, fun fact, there's been some Wilco legends win that award, including the NFL's Tyrell Dodson of Centennial. Dominic joins Tyrell Dodson, who's still in the NFL, and one of the best players I've ever seen in this system, Deion Sanders, and now Dom Reed, and he belongs up there with both of them.
we're going to get the Dom interview here in just a minute. Hey, I do want to take the time now to thank our athletic directors and principals. I know we have many of them in here tonight. Tate, I know you like talking about this with leadership. You know, sometimes I'm going to speak for the athletic directors at the school level. In a lot of ways, it can be a thankless job. People are coming to you with problems. I need this, I need that. But I'm telling you, without our ADs at the school level, we can't do what we do at the district level and for you at the school level. So I want to mention our ADs and also the principals who, again, do a great job supporting all things in WCS. In particular, let's talk about athletics. So Brentwood High School, Bill Moore, Kevin Kydell, give them a hand. That's fine. We can do it. Centennial High School, Jeremy Moore and Dr. Kevin Dyson. Fairview, Ricky Jones, Athletic Director, Chris Butler, Principal. Franklin J. Johnson, Principal Shane Pantal. Independence, Mary Beth White, Nikki Patton. Nolensville, Zach Hudson, Jennifer Calvert. Page High School, Benji Gray, Katie Hill. Ravenwood, Andy Elrod, Pam Vaden. And Summit High School, Chad Kirby and Sarah Lamb. Also want to thank our assistant athletic directors at the schools, and want to personally thank, he's going to be up here in just a little bit, our superintendent, Mr. Golden, Jason Golden. He supports athletics, he supports athletics, he supports athletics, so we appreciate him as well. Our secondary leadership team, Dr. Lee Webb, Miss Willie Dickerson, I think they're in the house tonight, Heather Hayes, also, we appreciate their support as well. Again, they support everything Williamson County. We're talking about athletics tonight, so we certainly appreciate that. Tate, you got to have strong leadership.
Got to have strong leadership. You can win games with players and coaches, but a wise coach told me a long time ago, you don't win championships without administration. I believe it 100%. I've seen it. The athletic directors, more than anybody in this room, when you're talking seen versus unseen, they're the unseen. You have no idea how many hours they put in trying to support these coaches. And there's a great group here that do that. No telling how many emails that they get that don't even make it to the coaches. Servant leadership, you got 9 servant leaders right there. And then the principals and the rest of the admin that you mentioned. There's a reason why WCS is the best sports conference anywhere around. And you just talked about it. Kyla's backstage with, I believe, Dominic.
I'm backstage with Dominic Reed. Now, Dominic, who do you attribute most of your success to?
I attribute my success to my family. You know, they're really the motivation of me doing everything that I do. And, you know, I just thank God for everything.
Awesome. Thank you. Back to main stage.
Next up, girls golf. Here are your finalists.
Brooke Bennett, Page High School. Gabby Diaz, Page High School. Holly Hake, Ravenwood High School. Isabella McCutcheon, Centennial High School.
And the Wilco goes to, for the first time for this school, Gabby Diaz, Page High School. This is the first win for Page in this category. Past winners include 2-time winner from Ravenwood, Shelley Jang, and 3-time winner from Franklin, Sophia DePaulo. I don't know if you guys know the School Days tournament. That is a prestigious golf tournament. She just won that one too. Great job, Gabby.
Staying with golf, the boys golf category, the finalists are
Fletcher Dasso, Brentwood High School. Jack Doyle, Brentwood High School. Sam Johnson, Brentwood High School. Will Pinson, Franklin High School.
And the Wilco goes to Sam Johnson of Brentwood High School. This This is the 6th win in 10 years for Brentwood. Sam joins Nolan Ray, Trevor and Trenton Johnson, Troop Wallace, and Bryce Calloway as winners in this category for Brentwood.
I'm backstage with Gabby Diaz. Gabby, what's it like seeing all of your hard work pay off?
Golf is definitely something that where consistency is extremely important, and it's definitely very rewarding to see my hard work pay off, but it's not all me. God takes me through every single thing, every single challenge I've been through, and I just want to say for all of you athletes out there, do not base your identity on your performance. You are so much more than that, and God tells us that, and it's extremely difficult to not, but you are more than your wins and your losses.
Thank you, Gabby. Back to main stage.
Gabby Diaz, come on, girl. Hey, one of my favorite parts, the backstage interviews, and we appreciate Kyle and Elizabeth work the red carpet also. I never see anyone handle interviews like these young people do. I'm so impressed, and there's always one or two I really remember. Leader in the clubhouse, Gabby Diaz right now, Tate Matthews.
I'll second that one. That was strong.
Hey, up next, let's talk some girls soccer. Here are your finalists.
Lexi Grundler, Ravenwood High School. Mia Hassan, Franklin High School. Maddie Podelsky, Nolensville High School. Summer Riley, Summit High School.
And the Wilco goes to Maddie Podelsky, Nolensville High School. Maddie couldn't be here with us tonight. Tate, she's probably out playing for Team USA right now.
She is.
That's what I was thinking she might be doing. Hey, 10-year fact. This is the third win for Maddie in this category. Going into tonight, we had our other three-time winners. There hadn't been many. Here they are. Sophia DiPaolo, Franklin Golf, Robert Hassel, and he would have been a four-time winner. COVID got us. Independence Baseball, Kiera Downey, Ravenwood Basketball, and the legend, Barbara Campbell, Brentwood Female Sports Coach of the Year. Let's go backstage with Sam Johnson.
I'm backstage with Sam Johnson. Now, Sam, what does winning this award mean to you?
I mean, it's a big deal because I know a lot of the guys who previously won this award from Brentwood, so it's cool to be recognized the same way as they were.
That's great. Back to main stage.
Barbara Campbell would have won 4 too, but the first year that everybody was together, but that's why she has 3 and not 4.
Wasn't it the first 2 years? I did a little research.
First 2 or first?
It was first 2. I think Dr. Qualls got some heat for that one.
Is he in here?
He better be here. He's coming up later. Hey, Dr. Qualls, we've been talking about him. I don't want to get the big head. Donovan Starr, who's up here, he 6'9" was his high. Dr. Qualls, you're going to have to talk about when you get up here. I told him you had a 6'9" high jump in high school. He said, I don't know him, which that's first indicator. Second said he didn't do that. So when he gets up here, maybe he can respond. 6'9" on the high jump, he says. What do we have up next, Tate?
We have the last fall sports category, and it's a big one, volleyball.
Yes.
And the finalists are
Maggie Allred, Nolensville High School. Alex Chordick, Summit High School. Kyra Knox, Nolensville High School. Daisy Oatsvall, Brentwood High School.
And the Wilco goes to Kyra Knox, Nolensville High School. This is the second win for Nolensville in this category. Brentwood High School has won 7, with Ashton Pack of Page being the year 1 winner in this category.
Tate, we're going to move into the winter. Here's what we had in WCS. Independence Boys Basketball, the first state championship since 1989. I know they were proud of that, and we were too. Summit Boys Wrestling, runner-up in the traditional state tournament. Brentwood and Summit, both in the top 4 in the duels. Brentwood third, Summit fourth. And then we had some individual state wrestling champions, Landon DeSalle, Braden Leach, Jarvis Little, all of Summit High School, and then, of course, Trey McTorry of Nolensville. Tate, we had 7 state wrestling individual runners-up also.
That's a pretty strong winner right there.
Yeah, give him a hand. I know you wanted to. Yeah, that's fine. What a winner that was.
Let's get to it. The finalists in the girls basketball category are
Cecily Brandamore, Franklin High School. Mary Elizabeth Fox, Page High School. Ella Ryan, Brentwood High School. Leilani Washington, Nolensville High School.
and the Wilco goes to Ella Ryan, Brentwood High School. 10-year fact, Jenny Roy of Brentwood was the first winner in this category. That year, she was also named as the Female Athlete of the Year.
Good job, Ellen.
I'm backstage with Kyra Knox, and taking into consideration all the hard work that you put in, what does winning this award mean to you?
This award means so much to me because I'm in a category with a bunch of amazing girls, and being in this district isn't always easy, so I'm so happy to get this win over.
Thank you, Kyra. Back to main stage.
Next up, boys basketball. Here are your finalists.
Daniel Cochran, Brentwood High School. Tyler Lewis, Independence High School. Davis Long, Franklin High School. Jet Montgomery, Independence High School.
And the Wilco goes to Jet Montgomery, Independence High School. Jet couldn't be with us tonight. He's at Southern Miss, where he's starting his college basketball career. Fun fact here, Tate. Jet's the first three-time winner in this category. Two-time winners are Grayson Murphy, Independence. The glove, Reese Glover from Franklin High School. Reed Kemp from Franklin High School, and now Jet 3. So the only other winner, and it was a one-time winner, but it was year one, he was a senior. Grant Teichman, Brentwood High School. So those are your 10 winners.
Let's head backstage to Kyla, who's with, I believe, Ella Ryan.
I'm backstage with Ella, and how do you encourage yourself to keep going during injury and hardship?
The way I encourage myself is by leaning on my friends and family who support me all throughout the year and the season, and the Lord above, of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ella.
The finalists in girls bowling category are
Samantha Daly, Brentwood High School. Eleanor Haskins, Franklin High School. Ashley Johnson, Independence High School. Leah Rovey, Page High School.
And the Wilco goes to Ashley Johnson, Independence High School. 10-year fact, this is the first win for Independence in this category. Franklin High School has 4 winners in 10 years. Maddie Sherwood, Libby Butler, Maddie Yates, and Annika Midgley.
The finalists in boys bowling are
Seth Doris, Centennial High School. Houston Folks, Franklin High School. Gabe Rossi, Nolensville High School. Wyatt Stiegel, Franklin High School.
It's 4 in a row for Franklin. Houston Folks, congratulations. Come on up. Houston joins two-time winner Braden Didier, Brian Keener as winners. Again, 4 straight for Franklin High School. with Ashley Johnson.
I'm backstage with Ashley Johnson. How does winning this award put things into perspective for you?
I think being a part of a sport that's growing in popularity and getting bigger, I think it's amazing and it's a great thing to be a part of.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley.
The finalists in the cheer category are
Ella Dazzle, Ravenwood High School. Alex Frank, Ravenwood High School. Macklin Friend, Franklin High School. Taylor Grace Robertson, Summit High School.
And the finalist, the Wilco goes to Macklin Friend, Franklin High School. 10-year fact, this is the third win for Franklin in this category. Aaron Gardner and Jessie Mae Merrill were winners in 2017 and 2021.
I'm backstage with Houston Folks. How do you see bowling excelling now that it has more recognition?
I think it helps a lot with the younger generation, just bringing up something to do maybe in your free time if you don't want to go to the gym every day or work out for football, have something even just as a hobby, just to pass time.
Thank you so much, Houston. Back to main stage.
Next up, the dance category.
Mary Kate Anderson, Brentwood High School. Caroline Collins, Fairview High School. Kennedy Sakarapani, Franklin High School. Rhea Whitlock, Centennial High School.
And the Wilco goes to Rhea Whitlock, Centennial High School. All right, a 10-year fact. Rhea breaks the tie for Centennial in this one. They've now won this event 4 times. Ravenwood High School 3 times. Going backstage with Kyla.
I'm backstage with Macklin. How does this award reflect all the hard work that you put in during last season?
This award means a lot just from all the hard work of planning events for the team, planning outfits, planning games, and just making sure everyone's on the same page with everything.
Thank you, Macklin. Back to main stage.
The finalists in the girls wrestling category are
Samantha O'Leary, Summit High School. Evie Manji, Centennial High School. Taylor Parkhurst, Summit High School. Emery Wilson, Ravenwood High School.
And the Wilco goes to Samantha O'Leary, Summit High School. 10-year fact, this is the first win for Summit since back-to-back wins in year 1 and 2 from state champion Jayla Grimes. She was pretty good, Coach Jones.
It was good. First state championship for that school.
I'm backstage with Rhea Whitlock. And what was your favorite memory from last year's season?
Well, we had a really close team last year. It was a small team, small but mighty, and I just really enjoyed literally every single moment with them. We went to nationals, and we also performed on the sidelines, and no matter what the stakes were, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Rhea, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Our daddy's interviewing skills are pretty good, Coach Whitlock, but Coach, Rhea's pretty good now. She's good. Great job back there. Finalist in boys wrestling.
Landon DeSalle, Summit High School. Braden Leach, Summit High School. Jarvis Little, Summit High School. Trey McTorrey, Nolensville High School.
This is a tough one. All 4 state champions. The WILLCO goes to Landon DeSalle, Summit High School. Landon couldn't be here tonight. He's off at The Ohio State University. His coach, Coach Miller, sent me a text. The locker's all set up. Really exciting for Landon to be a part of that. Hey, 10-year fact. This is the second win, Tate, for Landon in this category. He joins two-time winner. And Brentwood, you remember this guy, Skylar Coffey of Brentwood High School. And then the Fairview brother combination of Jackson and Jacob Clevenger, all winners, Tate, in boys wrestling.
Anytime you're mentioned in the same company as Skylar Coffey, that's strong accolades right there.
Big time. Hey, before we move to spring sports winners, I want to are we backstage? Let's go backstage, sorry.
I'm backstage with Samantha O'Leary. And Samantha, what's your biggest piece of advice for girls wanting to start wrestling?
I would say just work really hard at it. And I mean, there's nothing to lose, really. It's just all fun and games in the end.
Thank you, Samantha.
Okay. It was a little different flavor to it, but I feel like Samantha's in the running now. We got Gabby. We got Samantha.
It's all fun and games. Talking about wrestling.
That's right. Hey, before we move to spring sports winners, I want to take a moment to thank Jay Moore, the school training staff, and all the staff at Bone and Joint Institute and Williamson Health.
Medical's where we go, Coach.
Williamson Health.
Where the athletes
They
go.
changed the branding a little bit on me, so we'll get that changed. They take care of the 5,000 student athletes in the WCS Sports Conference. We really appreciate those folks. Give them a hand, the folks at Bone and Joint and Williamson Health.
You want to move on to spring sports?
Let's do it.
Did pretty good in the spring. Here's what the spring saw. Team champions 3, Brentwood boys track, and that was their back-to-back state championship. Tennis, Brentwood girls, state champions. Brentwood boys, state champions. Team runner-ups, Brentwood girls track, Nolensville baseball, and Ravenwood boys soccer. So 3 champions, 3 runner-ups. Nolensville softball made it back to the state tournament. Ravenwood won their 3rd straight flag football championship. How many seasons have there been in flag?
Three.
Okay, so they've won all 3? Is that what? Yep.
They've won all 3.
Pretty strong. 3 individual champions, 16 total. We had 14 in track and 2 in tennis. Runner-up, we had 14 total, 13 in we should say track and field.
Track and field.
Yep. Yeah. 14 in track and field. And then 14 total runner-ups, 13 of those in track and field and 1 in tennis. Strong spring. Spring Fling knows we're coming.
They know we're coming. And we'll be eventually coming with flag football
and lacrosse.
So it's going to be fun. Hey, let's do this. Finalists, baseball.
Connor Caserta, Page High School. Chase Clater, Nolensville High School. Saxon Roberts, Independence High School. Dawson Sweeney, Nolensville High School.
Nolo's in the house. I can hear him back there. Dawson Sweeney, Nolensville High School. Ten-year fact, this is the 3rd win for Nolensville in baseball. Ethan McIlvain won in 2021 and 2023. Tate, 3 winners. 3 winners in 9 years, not 10. In 9 years, they've gone on to play professionally. Bryce Denton, Ravenwood, Will Dalton, Summit, and Robert Hassel, Independence. WCS baseball is legit.
Legit. Tell you what else we're legit in. Boys soccer. The finalists are
Jack Boring, Brentwood High School. Adrian Biasima, Nolensville High School. Will Keeney, Ravenwood High School. Davis Long, Franklin High School.
And the WILLCO goes to Davis Long, Franklin High School. Hey, Hey, Coach, Davis and I go way back, so I don't think you'll mind. Did you notice his biceps in his basketball picture?
Well, I told you, Mr. Taylor does a great job with the graphics. Some of that, I think.
Somebody's been in the weight room. Fun fact, Brentwood and Ravenwood have won this award the last 4 times. Franklin's Chris Miller Hill, 2018, was the last winner, not from Brentwood or Ravenwood. Let's head backstage.
Stage with Dawson. So tell me, who do you think was most crucial in helping you win this award?
Probably the team itself, because our chemistry this year was unmatched, and they just had my back through it all. So,
Congratulations. Thank you.
You know, people talk about team chemistry, and any team, I guess, that makes it deep, the team chemistry there is there. But Tate, that team chemistry's for real with Nolensville baseball. You can sense it.
Yeah, when you showed up in Murfreesboro and saw it, it's the real deal. No weak links, man. They're a chain for sure.
Softball finalists. Let's do that next.
Adriana Callahan, Page High School. Maddie Griesman, Nolensville High School. Sydney Dickinson, Nolensville High School. Anne Marie Richards, Summit High School.
The Wilco goes to Sydney Dickinson, Nolensville High School. Ten-year fact, this is 3 straight for Nolensville. Rylan Smith, who is playing at Western Kentucky University, won the last 2 years. Let's go backstage with Elizabeth.
I'm backstage with Davis. So what was your biggest motivator this season?
I think the biggest motivator for us was just the team, you know, the guys, the bond that we had. I think everyone wanted to win. We came together and just played as a team, and I think it showed, and we had a great season.
Thank you. Congratulations.
The finalists in the girls tennis category are
Maya Ballet, Brentwood High School. Vivi Huddleston, Brentwood High School. Emsley Meyer, Brentwood High School. Evelyn Reisner, Brentwood High School.
And the Wilco goes to Evelyn Reisner, Brentwood High School. Evelyn is the 3rd Bruin to win this award. She joins 2-time winner Summer Henry in 2017 and 18 and Georgia Fisher in 2019.
State champion in singles, Evelyn Reisner.
Brentwood High had a pretty good chance of winning that category. Coach Joins.
I'm backstage with Sydney. Does winning this award change your perspective on all the hard work you've put in?
No, I don't think so. I mean, all this hard work just is so I can be with my team and be able to experience all the joys of softball with them at practice.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Next up, boys tennis.
Evan Lee, Brentwood High School. Drew Miller, Brentwood High School. Stephen Smith, Brentwood High School. Carter Terry, Fairview High School.
Another great category. The Wilco goes to Stephen Smith, Brentwood High School. The Battle of the Woods continues. Stevens' win tonight gives Brentwood a 4-3 edge in this category over Ravenwood.
I'm backstage with Evelyn. So what does winning this award mean for your future?
Well, I'm just so humbled and honored for this award and my future in college tennis. So,
congratulations. Thank you.
Seven of those 8 finalists, Brentwood High. They had the best team, won two championships, and they won singles and doubles, so really 4. So congratulations, Brentwood Tennis. All the other schools are reluctantly clapping, aren't you? I get it.
The finalists in the girls track and field category are
Abby Miller, Brentwood High School. Daisy Oatsvall, Brentwood High School. Lauren Sloan, Fairview High School. Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School.
And the Wilco goes to Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School. As we mentioned earlier, Claire could not be with us tonight, but we know she's watching on live stream. Congratulations, Claire. I don't know where you put all these trophies, but it's got to be, I'd love to see a picture of it sometime. Fun fact, that's back-to-back wins for Claire in girls track, and that's 3 straight for Nolensville. Elise Dobson was the winner in 2022.
I'm here with Steven. What are you most looking forward to in the years to come?
I'm looking forward to playing tennis in college and then any opportunities that come after that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The finalists in the boys track and field category.
Hudson Elaine, Brentwood High School. Cannon Kinder, Brentwood High School. Donovan Starr, Ravenwood High School. Sterling Weldon, Nolensville High School.
And the Wilco goes to Hudson Elaine, Brentwood High School. Let me give you a 10-year fact real quick on this one. This one's been won by some football royalty over the years, Tate, so we like those multi-sport athletes. How about these names? Centennial, Emmanuel Hall. He won in year 1. Yep, you guys remember Emmanuel, great player. He went on to start at Missouri and played in the NFL. TJ Sheffield of Independence High School. He won the track and field Wilco in 2017 and 18. Before going on to star at Purdue. Let's go backstage. Oh, no backstage on this one. Tate, what's up next?
I don't know how I got this one, luck of the draw, so I appreciate it, but I'm very honored and excited to, for the first time, the finalists in the flag football category are
Addison Gourdet, Centennial High School. Lexi Grundler, Ravenwood High School. Savannah Meek, Page High School. Addie Sullivan, Fairview High School.
And the Wilco goes to Lexi Grundler, Ravenwood High School. This season was year 3 of the pilot program. Girls flag football will be a TSSAA sanctioned sport this upcoming season. There's been 3 championships, and Ravenwood has 3 trophies.
That's going to be a great picture with that picture behind it. Awesome, congratulations.
I'm backstage with Hudson. So, Hudson, how do you encourage yourself to keep going when you experience a setback?
When I experience a setback, I just get myself super pumped up and excited for my next race because I know I have more to come and I don't want to mess up my next races in the future, so I just got to keep going and keep pushing to be better.
Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
If anybody saw Hudson finish off that 4x2, y'all seen that video? Yeah, he hadn't had many setbacks.
It's a must.
Not in track and field. Hey, Tate, that wraps up the spring sports winners. Our next award is the WCS Sports Conference Student Athlete of the Year, one of my favorites here. It's given to a student who is extraordinary on and off the field. Here's some information from his coaches, from ADs, about this student. the definition of a student athlete. He's 4-year letterman in football, 2-year letterman in basketball and track. He spent 1 year as the baseball manager. He was a 3-year starter and captain all 3 years in football. Awarded the National Football Foundation Charles W. Hawkins Scholar Athlete Award, the National Football Foundation Clark Burnett Spirit Award, and the Stonegate Heart of the Team Award. Oh, by the way, Tate, he earned a 36 ACT composite score. This is one I really like, because when you look at the history of this, these people are always successful. Boy Scouts of America Life Rank, that's a big deal. National Merit Commended Scholar, and he had a 4.5 GPA and was the valedictorian of his senior class. According to his athletic director, he was one of the hardest working students I've ever been around. He's always had an uncanny ability to keep his life balance and discipline between academics, athletics, work, and still finding time, and I think this is the best of all, to be a great friend to anyone who needs it. He's very deserving of this distinguished award. Come to the stage, our WCS Sports Conference Student Athlete of the Year, Cody Williamson, Centennial High School.
I'm here backstage with Lexi. So tell me, given that flag football is such a new sport, how will winning this award change things for you and your team in the future?
I think winning this award doesn't really mean anything to us. I think that this continues our excellence as a Ravenwood girls flag football team, and I think that it just proves that in the future this should be and will be a school-sanctioned event and a school-sanctioned sport. And I think that it's just really great for Ravenwood to win another one of these awards.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Our next award is the Mayor Builders Sportsmanship Award. I'd like for you to please give Mr. John Mayer a nice round of applause as he comes to the stage. Thank you to his wife, Margie, their son, Jack, and his wife, Liz, and the entire Mayer family. Mayor Builders supports student athletes in Williamson County probably like no other, and recently awarded $2,500 to 4 student athletes in Williamson County. You've been doing that how many years, Mr. Mayor? 18 years.
Wow.
John Mayer Builders supports the WILLCO Awards by awarding a $5,000 scholarship to a student athlete who has been the ultimate teammate, professional advocate of the school on and off the floor, and is not receiving an athletic scholarship. How many years have you been doing that, Mr. Mayor? Since the beginning.
Give it up for the Mayer family. We really appreciate them. Some information about tonight's John Mayer Builders Scholar Athlete recipient. He was a member of the football and baseball teams and is a team player in every sense. Coachable, dependable, any positive quality a coach is looking for. According to his football coach, the reaction of his teammates after he scored a touchdown told me all I needed to know about him and how his teammates feel. They really love him. According to the school's athletic director, what makes him even more special beyond the playing field is his impact for the school's athletic program as a whole. He's dedicated the past 2 years to creating game day atmospheres that rival any high school experience. Even during football season, before putting on his pads to warm up with the team, he would set up speakers, microphones, props, paint, prepping the student section for the ultimate home field advantage. He helped with the creation of a sports marketing class whose goals were to build up each athletic program by promoting games and individual athletes and informing the entire community of all things sports. He led all the pep rallies this past year, building an experience that hyped up the students and faculty using lights, preset playlists, and smoke machines. He simply made each pep rally one to remember. The school will definitely miss his leadership on and off the athletic playing field. That is the Mayer Builders Sportsmanship Award defined. Please welcome to the stage the winner from Page High School, Lincoln Campbell.
Congrats. I'm glad they let him in the building tonight, Coach. They had a hard time finding his name. I'm glad they let him in.
Yeah.
I'm backstage with Cody Williamson from Centennial. At what point did you realize that all of your hard work would pay off?
Yeah, so it was when I was on stage at graduation giving my speech, and it was just a flood of emotions. Just knowing that everything I'd worked for and accomplished just led me to that point.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Lincoln, don't try to cash that check. but you're going to have another one that's for real. Our next award is the Multi-Sport Athlete of the Year Award. Tate, we love the multi-sport athlete. If you look at our schools, Nolensville High School, for example, the #1 school in the state for multi-sport athletes. That's people who play 2 or more sports. #1. Brentwood and Ravenwood, both in the top 5 public schools in the state in terms of multi-sport participation. Nolensville, 162, Brentwood, 141, Ravenwood, 141. WCS Tate had 94 athletes who play 3 sports or more, and that is tough in today's time with extra training outside of the school year, outside of your season. 3 or more is pretty impressive. Centennial, Franklin, Page all had 14 3 or more multi-sport athletes. Tate, the number of athletes committed to playing more than one sport hasn't really hurt the performance of a Nolensville High School, of a Brentwood High School, of a Ravenwood High School.
Hadn't heard it all. You just mentioned those stats, and then as Coach Hudson made sure to point out on the red carpet show, I believe Brentwood and Nolensville have the most nominees here tonight, finalists here tonight. So obviously there's something to it. When you listen to college coaches talk about recruiting, that's one of the first things they like about a young athlete, male or female, that they play multiple sports. The thing I love about multiple sports, multi-sport athletes, you know they love to compete because they probably wouldn't do it, and they love to be a part of teams or they probably wouldn't do it.
Hey, and at the end here, we're going to give the Director's Cup, which is, it's basically a point system for the performance during the school year. I'll give this part away. The top 2 are Brentwood and Nolensville, and they've got those multi-sport athletes, so it obviously hadn't hurt those schools. So give the multi-sport athlete a hand, please. Tate, tonight we're recognizing for the 4th time at the WILLCO Awards a WCS Multi-Sport Athlete of the Year. This is the 3rd year that we've actually had a male multi-sport athlete and a female multi-sport athlete. Again, they play and thrive in a number of sports.
She has played and excelled in basketball and softball all 4 years and has played flag football since it started 3 years ago. Tonight, she is a WILLCO finalist in flag football. The female multi-sport athlete of the year is Addie Sullivan of Fairview High School. And she was a fantastic interview on the red carpet, Coach Joins.
I think I spotted her mom. Good job, congratulations. Now for the male multi-sport athlete. So we talked about Addie trying to balance that basketball, and then she had softball and flag, which was during the same time of year. Again, shout out to her coaches, Ricky Jones, who coaches softball, Chris Hughes, who coaches flag football. Tate, they let her do both. Nothing wrong with that.
Worked out well, too, for everybody involved.
Yep, especially Addie. Now for the male multi-sport athlete, this is kind of cool. He was a top 3 golfer on his team, and it's a good team this past season. So that's his fall. You move on to the winter. He played big minutes for the boys basketball team. And by the way, he started for the baseball team. That's a pretty good year for this young man. And we wanted to recognize him as the male multi-sport athlete of the year. It's Ty Fitch, Ravenwood High School.
I'm here backstage with Lincoln. Does winning this award change any of your future plans?
Honestly, not really. You know, like I love doing what I do for Paige, but going off to Tennessee, I'm excited for the next chapter.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Great job. Hey, let's welcome to the stage former district athletic director and current college career and technical education director, Dr. Jeremy Qualls. Come to the stage, Dr. Qualls. I feel like Dr. Qualls and I may have dressed too similar.
10 years, Coach Joins. It's hard to believe. If you'd have told me I'd have been standing here 10 years ago, I'd have laughed at you. We had all our athletic directors in one room, and there's one athletic director I always threw crazy ideas at because I know he would tell me the truth. He would tell me that's a terrible idea. And he looked at me and he said, Jeremy, do you really think that's going to make a difference? And I ran to him after the first WILLCOs, and I looked at him, and he had this little smile, and he said, that's pretty good. And I knew that we had something. Fast forward to this year at the EIC, at the Entrepreneurship Innovation Center, I overheard a female soccer player and volleyball player discussing their hopes and their dreams to get into the WILLCO and be a finalist. And I stopped, and they had no earthly idea that I had anything to do with this. And I was like, does it mean that much to you? She goes, it means everything to us. And I thought that was a cool thing. So just understand that if you're in the room, whether you want or not, it is a privilege to be in here, and congratulations to each of you. And give a round of applause to your parents for supporting you all the way through it. I want to appreciate Chad Kirby of Summit High School for being my litmus test on this, and I think he still thinks it's a pretty cool idea. Another cool story, 10 years ago, Coach Joins, the manifest was 274 at the Franklin Theater. 2 years later, we had 1,100 in this room and the Franklin Theater combined. And about 30 minutes before we went on stage, none of the live streams were working. We were really worried this was going to be a catastrophe because we were flipping between the streams, and it worked. But I want to give some shout outs to those that have been with us since day one. Unwavering support. Chris Schneider was with us. She was outside rolling up carpets pregnant with her youngest son in year one at 2 a.m., helping us pack this stuff up. Lindsay Quirk, backstage, you don't see her. She does a ton of work. She's been with us since day one. Fletch in the back, making sure we have a safe and secure premises. Been with us since day one. Terry Flowers, Shane Shoemake, Warren Riker, of making the multimedia portion of this a success. The businesses. This event just doesn't happen. It's not a free event. And the unwavering support of the businesses from year one is really, really remarkable with very little return on investment. Walker Chevrolet has been with us since day one. Street Tuxedo, please give a round for Street Tuxedo for making us look good. I pitched this idea, this crazy idea upstairs in the green room at the Franklin Theater to John Mayer. And I couldn't even get the sentence out, and he's like, I'm in, let's go, let's do it. So John Maver has given an unbelievable amount of resources and time. The Tennessee Titans has been with us since day one. Charles Pulliam, the busiest man in Wilco. Wherever Charles Pulliam is, give him a round of applause. Bob and John Woodbury, Copy Solutions, and last but not least, our friend. It doesn't matter about money. It's about relationships, and Tate Matthews and Matthews Team Sports has been with us since day one, and I'm greatly appreciative of them. Mr. Golden, giving you the freedom, giving me the freedom and the autonomy to be able to pull off this unbelievable event. Thank you, Mr. Golden, for your unwavering support. Dr. Webb in the back there is always a cheerleader and loving innovation and pushing the envelope on things like this. I appreciate her. And last but not least, please give a round of applause for Coach Joins. This is a huge event. It takes a lot of manpower, Last thing before we get into this category, I want to talk about some of our unbelievable past VIPs that have been in this room. And I know the White Tiger probably would wish he would have been here on this one, but some of the past ones that we've had, Phil Fulmer, UT football great, head coach, spoke. Kippy Brown, Peter Laviolette, former head coach of the Predators. Of course, our friend Bert Nihill, and the one and the only, the lead singer of Motley Crue, Vince Neil, has been here at the WILLCOs. And I thought that was pretty cool to share. All right, now, everybody always says athletics is the front porch of the school, and that is true. But the front gate and what you see from the street is our multimedia students. They're the ones that make you look, make you see, and create the content that makes today's arms race, if you will, in the content world, WILLCO is set apart from everybody. And it's because of these individuals I'm about to name, and we'll give a round of applause after I name these folks. The TV and film, digital art design teachers at each of our schools, Sloan Ashworth at Brentwood, Chris Sheets at Centennial, Rob Gregory at Fairview, Carrie Thompson and Melissa Esses at Franklin, Matt Balzer, Stephanie Pruitt, Independence, Brian Bass at Nolensville, David Holt at Page, Lillian Keene, Wendy Watts at Ravenwood, Noah Miga, and Warren Riker at Summit. They give these students the abilities and the freedom to go and create this content for these athletes. Please give them a round of applause. And here we are, Coach Joins. The finalists for the Media Student of the Year are
Lincoln Campbell, Page High School. Ryan Cantabine, Independence High School. Anna Ray Jones, Franklin High School. Logan Sparrow, Nolensville High School.
And this year, WILLCO goes to Lincoln Campbell, Page High School.
Backstage with Ty and Addie. So, how do you think excelling in one sport changed your performance in the other?
Yeah, I think each sport I played taught me a different life lesson. You know, each sport taught me the importance of hard work and just being competitive on and off the field. So I'm just super grateful to receive this award.
I'd say it taught me how to be a competitive player, a team player, and most importantly, trusting God.
Thank you, guys.
Dr. Qualls, WCS Athletics and CT, I love this part. We got together 3 years ago and we said, let's come up with an initiative. It's a little bit different. You dubbed it Outside the Lines. It was work outside the athletic playing field. It's what you're talking about, Dr. Qualls, with our students being involved in what they already do. Let's make it a work-based learning opportunity where students across the district, they can actually get class credit for real-world experience. Now, isn't that a novel idea in today's education world? They're going to get class credit for doing something that's actually real world, Dr. Qualls.
Not only are they going to get class credit, they're going to get an experience like none other and an opportunity to further their career. Let's talk about our first class, if you will. They're to the point now that they are in the trenches, if you will, in post-secondary. McKinley Johnston was part of our first OTL group. Mac, as we like to call her, is at Samford, and she is in the athletics department there creating content. And she also was the lucky recipient of getting the internship out of 50,000 entries to the Savannah Bananas. Now, you think about that for just a second and the portfolio she's building on top of that, as well as she works with the Nashville Sounds. Brooks Taylor. Brooks, where are you? Stand up, my friend. Brooks is working hard
Brooks,
tonight.
yes.
Give Brooks a round of applause. Brooks is at USC on the West Coast. He was named the Trojan Photographer of the Year for USC football this year. He's interned with Mandalay Entertainment in Hollywood, and he's co-founded a group already called Farlight Film Productions. He's done more than we've done in our careers already, and he's only in his second year of college.
Remember us, Brooks. Remember us, man. Come on.
Last but not least, Tia Atkinson, Page High School. She's at Florida State. She was named the Florida State Athletic Intern of the Year. She's with their athletics department doing soccer, football, softball, volleyball, basketball. Her internships were Nashville Sports Council, what she did the Music City Bowl, the Music City Grand Prix, and the SEC Media Days. You cannot make this up. And it's hard to duplicate this anywhere other than through this process of getting these kids exposure with our friends at the Titans and through the athletics process that is here tonight, the WILLCOs, game day, and everything in between.
Can you guys see how Dr. Qualls stole the vision of this event? You can, can't you? Let's do this, Dr. Qualls. Let's recognize the 23-24 group. Let's get them up here. Luke Helton, Centennial High School. Come up, Luke.
Luke is currently at Texas A&M, where he's going to be hopefully working with that athletics department.
Come on up, Luke. We're going to recognize them individually as they come up.
Coach joins. Luke also created the OTL WCS Game Day pregame show on his own. He loves to be in front of the camera. This is your time to shine one more time.
Job, Luke. This way, Luke. Next up, and this will be the first time we've had this, Dr. Qualls. She's coming back for year 2. She's been doing this for years. She's 16 going on 40. Erin Powers, Franklin High School.
She might be the hardest worker outside Charles Pulliam I've ever seen. If you've been in an athletic contest, you have seen Erin Powers.
Been taking lots of picks for years and only a junior. We're glad to have her back next year. Good job, Erin. And last but not least, Rhea Whitlock, Centennial High School. Come on up, Rhea.
Rhea will be attending Loyola Chicago next year, where she's going to be in their entrepreneurship program and crushing life. Congratulations, Rhea.
Also won our dance category tonight. Good job, Rhea. Dr. Qualls, why don't we do this? Let's bring them all up, introduce them. The 24-25 group, let's roll it out tonight. Big expectations for 24-25. OTL Team 25.
We are super excited about this group. We had the largest amount of applications to come in on this year, and this group was selected. If you mind, join us up on stage. A.B. Basta, Nolensville High School. Luke Campbell, Ravenwood High School. Kyla Davis, Page High School. Katie Lowe, Nolensville High School. Erin Powers, Franklin High School. And David Riley, Summit High School. Please give it up for our OTL class of 24-25.
Good job. Let's go backstage, Elizabeth.
I'm here on the red carpet again with Lincoln. So tell me, what does this award mean to you?
It means a lot. It's really cool to see my hard work paying off, and just everything I did for the school. It's more about the school instead of me, so it's just cool to see that.
Congratulations.
All right, now we're going to recognize our WCS Sports Conference athletes, coaches, and teams of the year. The following are the finalists for the WCS Sports Conference Female Athlete of the Year.
Lexi Grundler, Ravenwood High School. Daisy Oatsvall, Brentwood High School. Maddie Podelsky, Nolensville High School. Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School.
It's the third one. Claire Stegall, Nolensville High School. As you know, Claire's watching us on the live stream. Couldn't be here tonight. Claire joins Reagan Grimes of Ravenwood as a back-to-back winner. Tate, how about this one? Brentwood's Logan Eggleston is also a past winner. She went on to star for Texas volleyball. She hopes, and I think it'll happen, and plans to be on that 2026 Olympic team for Team USA.
It'll happen. It'll happen. The following are the finalists for the WCS Sports Conference Male Athlete of the Year.
Hudson Elaine, Brentwood High School. Davis Long, Franklin High School. Jet Montgomery, Independence High School. Dominic Reed, Centennial High School.
And the Wilco goes to Jet Montgomery, Independence High School. As Coach Joines mentioned earlier, Jet cannot be here. He's down at Southern Miss starting his college basketball career. Fun fact, this guy was pretty good. Ravenwood's Van Jefferson won the first male athlete of the year. Wilco, before going on to play football at the University of Florida, and later won a Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams. So, pretty tall company. Congratulations, Jay.
Congratulations to both winners. Hey, let's welcome to the stage to present the WCS Sports Conference Coaches of the Year, Mr. Jason Golden, our Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Golden.
Wow, you guys, what an event. Thank you both, Tate, Darren, the work you do celebrating our students, it's pretty incredible. I do want to thank our board, our Williamson County Schools Board of Education for their leadership and their support for all that we do. I know that Drayson Beasley from our board and Eric Welch are here. We may have another board member or two in the audience, but I did see both of those. So if you would, please thank our board for their leadership. You all, that work is volunteer work. It is volunteer work. When I think about this opportunity I have, and I've been able to do this for a few years, celebrate our Coaches of the Year, I think about those events where we celebrate those who give of themselves to others. In May, we celebrate our students who have committed themselves to the U.S. military. We also, in May, have our Shining Apple Awards where we celebrate our parent volunteers. I have the privilege tonight to celebrate our Coaches of the Year who give of themselves to their students to help support our students, to help grow them. Our vision statement is that Williamson County Schools will provide a supportive environment where students are challenged to excel in academics, athletics, and the arts. And I talk often about that combination of support and challenge. And those of you who participated in athletic teams, I think you know that. You know that combination of support and challenge that your coaches give you. With that, I have the opportunity to announce to you the finalists for the Female Sports Coaches of the Year.
Michelle Doty, Brentwood Track. Luke Patton, Nolensville Softball. Rob Patinas, Brentwood Cross Country. Kristen Young, Brentwood Tennis.
And the Wilco goes to Rob Patinas, Brentwood Cross Country. Congratulations. Here are the finalists for the WCS Sports Conference Male Sports Coaches of the Year.
Troy Bond, Brentwood Basketball. Zach Hudson, Nolensville Baseball. Charles Rathbone, Page Football. Mark Wilkins, Independence Basketball.
And the Wilco goes to Mark Wilkins, Independence Basketball.
Here's another great partner. Dr. Qualls talked about this. Welcome to the stage, President and CEO of the Tennessee Titans, Burke Nihill. He'll present the Female and Male Sports Teams of the Year.
Well, congratulations to all the individual winners and nominees. The Titans have had the honor of presenting this particular award for the last couple years, and this is an important award for us, and I think for the county too. This is the one award that there will be a group of people assembling up here that did something together, something great together, and that's special. Of all the things that high school sports has the potential to teach, that is something that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. I believe the concept of team is maybe the most useful and the most powerful. I remember hearing a story about John F. Kennedy going to NASA in the early 1960s, and he had set a goal to put a man on the moon. And so he had gone to NASA to show support for the team there. He was talking to the astronauts and the engineers, and at some point the tour was passing by a custodian, and the president stopped the tour for a second and leaned over to the custodian and asked him, he said, "And what is your job, sir?" And the custodian looked at the president and said, "I'm putting a man on the moon." Because everyone at NASA had a part in the same great mission together, whether they were an astronaut or an engineer or a custodian, and that's the concept of team. So, with that, the finalists for the Female Sports Team of the Year are
Brentwood Cross Country. Brentwood Tennis. Page Golf. Ravenwood Soccer.
And the Wilco goes to Brentwood Cross Country.
Are they here? Oh, yeah. They're coming.
And here are the finalists for the male sports team of the year.
Brentwood Track. Independence Basketball. Nolensville Baseball. Page Football.
And the Wilco goes to the first to do it since 1989, Independence Basketball.
That's fun right there. Hey, and I don't like missing this, but I like being corrected on this, Tate. Coach Patinas, in the kindest of ways, said, hey, when you read that list earlier, we were runner-up in boys cross country too. So Brentwood, there's another one. So sorry I missed that one earlier. We read that list. Brentwood boys cross country.
Very important.
The next award, Sponsor of the Year. Without companies like our title sponsor, we've talked about it, Walker Chevrolet, we couldn't pull this thing off. Also, WCS Media Days, Game Days, the printing of the media guides, and all the other things that we do for our athletes, coaches, and teams. Tate, have to have sponsors to make this and really anything happen at the district and school level.
You have to. You heard Dr. Qualls talk about it earlier. You've talked about it, and some people see, but not everybody. They have no idea when you start working on this, but it'll be here in about a month. It's almost a year-round thing, and everybody that you've mentioned, just like Dr. Qualls was talking about with Mr. Mayor before he even got it out, hey, I'm in. All these people that you've talked about, I'm in. I want to be a part. Not only are they helping you financially with putting this on, but they also, it's going to get done. All these people that you've been partnered with for this long, it's going to get done, and that's a big part of you being able to put on an event like this that, celebrates these young people, teams, and schools. And so you're right, they're everything.
And I hope you guys that are here tonight, that our sponsors, we don't take it for granted. We really don't. We really do appreciate it. So let's give those sponsors a hand again. This year's Sponsor of the Year has also been there, Tate, for a lot of years. We've actually mentioned them already. After year one of the WILLCOs, it was obvious the event had to move from the Franklin Theater. In year two, our guy, David Pack, he and the staff here at the factory, they stepped up. They made this great venue available to us. We get a better deal than we should. it's a great place. It really is. That year, like we talked about, the Franklin Theater and the factory, they were partners, so to speak, for the WILLCO Awards. Starting with year 3, it was all here. Tate, you presented, you know this lady well.
Well, the WILLCO Award for this year's Sponsor of the Year, you mentioned him in my best, David Pack. Hey, man. Hey. The factory of Franklin. Please welcome to the stage the lady with the loveliest singing voice in this room, Tammy Price.
Okay, she's got her phone and her keys. Her phone because somebody's calling her about something happening here, and her keys. She's ready to roll. She's been here working.
She's going to go unlock a door somewhere.
Thank you. Very well deserved. Give them a hand. Let's go backstage.
I'm here backstage with Coach Wilkins and Coach Paultinas. What was your proudest coaching moment this season?
Yeah, just being able to see our guys celebrate when the final buzzer went off was an unbelievable feeling. Just so excited for them.
Yeah, no, I would say the same. State championship for us. We had several girls that were sick, and just to watch them kind of rise up to the challenge and to win the state championship.
Congratulations to you both. Thank you.
Hey, special thanks, and you can see it in your program. Hope you'll take a copy of that with you. Want to again say thank you to Mark Parrish and Matt Brady and the crew from Brady Made Events for making this thing possible tonight. WCTV, we mentioned them. Franklin High School and Summit High School cheerleading. They were here helping you find your seat. They've been walking on stage with you. Let's give them a hand, too, for doing a great job. Coach Shannon Friend, Emily Dredd, we appreciate it. WCS staff, Michael Fletcher, Terry Flowers, David Harries, Leslie Harries, Barbara Joins, Heather Lee, Tabitha Murray, Jeremy Qualls, Lindsay Quirk, Nick Vaco, our superintendent, Mr. Jason Golden, Dr. Lee Webb, Miss Willie Dickerson, Heather Hayes, WCS Board of Education members. I know Mr. Golden mentioned that. Eric Welch, Tate Matthews, is all about some WCS athletics. I don't know if he represents you where you live, but let's give Eric Welch a hand. I think he's probably still here. Kyla Davis, Elizabeth Howard, great job on the red carpet and with the interviews tonight. We appreciate them. Carrie Goodwin, who worked the desk again for 7 years now for the red carpet show. She's not compensated, but she looks forward to helping us. We appreciate her. Christian Taylor, the man with the camera. We love Christian. Brooks Taylor, Burke Nyehill, the Tennessee Titans, Bone and Joint and Williamson Health, Copy Solutions, Ellie's Donuts. Those were a big hit in the back. Now, I know you're athletes, but get up and exercise tomorrow. Those Ellie's Donuts were great. Hattie B's, they provided some backstage food as well. We talked about John Mayer Builders, Outside the Lines, Team 24 and 25. Stars Basketball, Lance Ackridge and Reese Chamberlain. Street Tuxedo, John and Mark Street. The Factory, of course, and our media members who cover Williamson County Athletics, Charles Pulliam, all the folks that do such a great job. We appreciate you highlighting us. Tate Matthews, Matthews Team Sports. Tate, I can't say it enough what you do for us, and also Adidas. It means a lot to us. Our title sponsor, of course, Walker Chevrolet and Brock Daly. Finally, I want to thank my wife. I like to do this each and every time because I think I have a heart of the coach. I coached for years. And let me tell you something, Tate, because your dad was a coach. The spouse of a coach, whether it be the husband or the wife, it is not an easy job. They give up a lot. They sacrifice a lot. So these coaches can support these young men and women in this room, Tate Matthews.
No doubt about it. And again, to echo you, big thanks to the coaches' spouses. I have a soft spot for that. I want to recognize Coach Michelle Doty because my mom was a coach's wife. I mentioned the coaches' wives last year, and I saw her after the WILLCOs last year. She was very kind. But she said, hey, I liked what you said. She said, but you know, there are some husbands out there that are coaches. I said,
give it up for Coach Doty. Good job, Coach.
She got after
That's
me.
The way to tell him.
Those of you that know Coach Doty, she did it in her way. It was in a nice way. But she got after me. I said, you're right. I apologize. This will be corrected. So,
nobody can kill you with kindness.
Yep.
like Coach Doty.
Thank you, Coach. And she's right. So to all the spouses out there, you're kind of like the next group we're going to talk about, but that's a lot of seen and unseen. And what you all sacrifice so your better half can be with other people's families is pretty special. So with that, we want to once again thank our athletic directors. Without their hard work at the school level, the WCS Sports Conference would not be as successful. This leads us to our next award, the Directors' Cup. The Directors' Cup is based on a point system where schools earn points for individual and team performances in state championship level competitions throughout the year.
This year's Directors' Cup goes to, probably no surprise when we read all those winners, Brentwood High School. Coach Bill Moore, come up and get the Directors' Cup. Once again, take that thing's heavy. If you'll present it, I would appreciate it. It's coming back home, Coach Moore. Good job.
Hey. When you get a chance, can you count on the side, Coach Moore? I'm willing to bet there's 7.
Do we have only one other winner on there? Let's look on this.
I'm going with 8 out of 10.
So Ravenwood High School in year
9
one.
out of 10.
Brentwood every other time. Hey, give them a hand. But I'm telling you, the folks at Nolensville said they're coming now. Nolo's coming. Tate, time for the final award. And a couple years ago, we had this thing out of order. We presented this award, and then we gave a few more, and it was like, oh, man, we weren't very smart. So we've saved it for the end, and we've done it for a few years. It's the Courage Award, and it's worth the wait. I'm glad you guys are still here to see this. It recognizes a student, coach, team, or family who has faced and had to overcome some challenges. This year's winner, no different. The winner has persevered by finding the strength and courage to overcome obstacles while inspiring others along the way. The Courage Award reminds us that life, a lot like athletics, it's not always ups. Sometimes it includes some downs as well.
Jordan was like a lot of young boys. He loved sports. He played whatever was in season. He went from one sport to another until, that is, the summer after his 8th grade year in July of 2020.
Life is too precious.
Yeah.
It changes in a minute. It was last summer. He was playing baseball and got hit in the head. We quickly took him to Monroe Carroll Jr.'s Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt just to make sure he was okay. And during some checks, they discovered that he had a lesion. Quickly, we worked very closely with the staff at the hospital, and they determined that we needed to do surgery right away.
When talking to Jordan's mom, I remember her telling me that her biggest fear going into the surgery was that she wouldn't get her kid back, the kid she knew as Jordan. And thankfully, he was the same Jordan personality-wise that he was before. However, he had to relearn everything else. He had to relearn to walk, to talk, to eat, everything.
You think you're in a movie, literally. You don't even think that you're, it's real.
We had a plain life pretty much.
Yeah, I mean.
Travel ball, travel basketball, regular family stuff.
Would have never thought in a lifetime that this would have happened to one of our kids, never.
Due to all of the intensive therapy that Jordan needed to relearn all those things, he had to start online school rather than what he really wanted to do, which was be a freshman at Ravenwood with all his friends and teammates.
I can imagine a more disruptive thing in a person's life and could talk forever about our team that we have here.
I mean, the people were just amazing during the whole time we were there. He had speech, occupational, and physical therapy. He also had nurses and folks that were always on him 24/7. You have to have a heart. You have to be extremely caring to really put yourself in there to try to help someone to recover.
My goal is to walk in on my own, to play sports, and to play my saxophone.
So even after a lot of intensive physical therapy, he still really heavily depended on his wheelchair. And that was until his family found a company that recently developed this new robotic gait training machine that helps people relearn to walk.
When I started the Rise and Walk, I came in with a wheelchair, and using the Rise and Walk for almost 2 years gave me the power to walk around at school.
With the Rise and Walk, you see possibility. It's the little stuff, like going to Tennessee football games and him not using a scooter or something like that, going to school, driving, just the stuff that he looks forward to as a young adult. So you look for that just completeness.
It was an accomplishment just for Jordan to be back in person at school. But he didn't take the easy route, which was so Jordan. He found a way that if he couldn't be on the court playing, he could at least be part of the team. So he became the basketball manager for Coach Whitlock and the Ravenwood basketball team.
Jordan joined the program this year, and he was pretty much an inspiration to all of us. His story is a tremendous story, one of divine intervention, and it's understated how much he meant to the team. You see him in the hallway, you see him in practice, you say, "Jordan, how's your day?" He's like, "It's great, coach."
Yeah, he's just such a bright light in everyone's lives. The kindness he exhibits, and he always has a smile on his face.
Back in middle school, he gave me a Christmas gift, and it wasn't anything too special, but he knew that it was something I would like, and I think that just shows the kindness of his character and how special he tries to make everybody's day.
Also, for his senior year, Jordan decided to compete for a spot in the entrepreneurship program at the EIC. And in true Jordan fashion, he wasn't thinking about himself, he was thinking about others. His business was to start a nonprofit that would raise money to buy this Rise and Walk machine to help other kids like him so that they could relearn how to walk as well. With the mindset of an athlete, he formed a team, fellow students, teachers, mentors, and of course his family, to come together to help plan this 5K. At the end of the 5K, he had a check for over $18,000 that he presented to Vanderbilt.
He's just been a great inspiration, not only to others, but to me. I've learned a lot from him. He's never met a stranger, to the janitor, to the president. Everybody's treated the same.
In addition to his 5K team, that's one thread I've noticed all year long was the fact that Jordan is always surrounded by a team, whether that's the 5K team, the medical team, but his biggest team is his family.
My family would be like my number one supporter. My brother was always treating me like nothing ever happened to me. And that's what kept me sane. My mom handled all the work to get me into school because I wanted to go back to school so bad. My dad worked me very hard to get me where I wanted. He helped me a lot. He put me in positions for me to succeed. Love your family. Like, there isn't a scale you can go on 1 to 10. I couldn't be where I am now without my family. I really want to keep on growing the business that I've already created, so I'll be attending Columbia State for 2 years, and then after I go to Columbia State, I'll be going to University of Tennessee. I always learned in sports, just keep your head up and always keep on moving forward.
One of the ongoing conversations that Jordan and all of the staff at the EIC had this year was what I'll call Jordan's state tournament moment, which was to walk across the stage at graduation completely unassisted.
Jordan Javier Johnson.
Yeah. That's why I've got you reading it next.
It is my honor to ask you to welcome to the stage this year's Courage Award winner, Jordan Johnson of Ravenwood High School. Joining Jordan on stage are Patrick Whitlock, Ravenwood boys basketball coach. There she is. And entrepreneur and innovation center educators Paula Chilton and Barbara Joins, as well as Gabby Denmiller, who served as Jordan's mentor at the IC. Hey, brother. Hey. Job well done. That was great. Get in.
Coach. Hey, by the way, $18,000 through that walk. We've got it, and Jordan doesn't know. I mean, he didn't even know he was getting this, but the QR code on the screen, if you feel so led, you can help Jordan in his mission. I thought this was pretty cool. Jordan's mission was to get equipment. He said, I want to get equipment like the Rise and Walk to rehab centers across Tennessee and hopefully throughout the country, because he knows what it's done for him. What an unbelievable story, Tate Matthews.
That was a strong team right there. They could have been up for Team of the Year. I would have been good with that. That's a great one. I've seen all these. They were all good, but I don't know that I've seen a standing ovation like that one before.
It's a good way to end, isn't it? I'm glad we don't have another award. Tate, it's the final award of the night. Fantastic evening celebrating these athletes and coaches. Number 10 is in the books. Final thoughts, Tate?
Coach Joins, you do a great job of thanking everybody else that helps put this on. Nobody thanks you. Thank you. Well, some people do, but thank you.
Thank you.
He spends a ton of time on this, man.
Appreciate it.
And he loves it. He loves it. Don't let him fool you, but he spends a ton of time on it, and because he cares about kids and the coaches and all that. So 10 years, they've all been great. Tonight was no different. Here's to 10 more.
Congratulations again to all the athletes, coaches, and teams. If you're a finalist or a winner, good night from the 10th Annual WILLCO Awards.